Here we have a graph that depicts a function. So a graph is one way that we can describe a function. Another way might be to use a table. And so I'll create a table in which we have the input, t, the number of hours traveled, and d, the distance one is from home. So in this case, if I look at some points along the graph, notice that here, if I plug in 0 for t, I am a distance of 300 miles from home. Move over here, and if after traveling for 2 hours, I am 400 miles from home. And you can continue on here, label some of these points that are quite easy to identify. If I plug in 4 hours after traveling, I will be 500 miles from home. So thus far I've used a graph to describe this function and a table. I could come up with a formula. So if I consider these points, I could identify the slope. So remember our slope formula, change in the y's over the change in the x values. And so I'm going to pick the last 2 points here. And so I'll use 500 minus 400 over 4 minus 2. And what I get there is 100 divided by 2, which is 50. So the slope is 50, and since we know the intercept, since we know the vertical intercept is 0, 300, we could come up with the equation here, d equals 300 plus 50t. So we have a graph, we have a table, and now we have a formula.